Hey, what's up everybody? It's George here. We're back with another video. Now today's video is going to be another helicopter flight video, and we're going to be flying the Blade SR. The Blade SR was one of the very first commercially available collective pitch helis that were out there. It's what Bobby Lightning and I cut our teeth with back in the warehouse over an entire winter, going over every day during lunch learning how to hover. I haven't flown this bird in a long time, and when I went to charge up the packs, all of the packs were dead. I was going to fly this one last week instead of the Goblin, but I had to buy new packs. Since then, I have picked up new packs and I'm ready to fly it again. Now this helicopter doesn't have a variable pitch tail. It had a tail motor. It was very, very light. The entire thing is made out of plastic. The entire head is made out of plastic, and they weren't very reliable. I can remember Bobby and I putting learning gear on it and trying to learn how to hover, and even in a warehouse with no wind, they were all over the place. Well, it's been a long time and my flying skills are definitely a little bit better since back in those days, so let's go ahead and try flying the Blade SR outside today. Now it's a little bit windy, but I think we should be able to get by with it, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get upstairs and put this old bird in the air.
Okay, we've got the Blade SR battery charged, everything's in, bound up, ready to take this bird in the air after a long rest. Let's see how she does. It's definitely a little windy out here. And this is a very light heli. Looks like that tail motor is not strong enough. It's been a long time. Whenever I give it a little bit of throttle, the tail can't hold the tail straight. So I'm going to have to do something about the tail there. At this point, I'm just going to go ahead and hover this pack out because it is definitely not in control here. This is what we learned how to fly on back in the day. You can see how it is just all over the place. And that's not me. It's just doing that on its own. Keeping it stable is definitely a chore here. I'm going to try to keep the pack flying, but as you can see, it is all over the place. Slightest wind, it's so light, wants to pitch it up, and I really don't want it to get up that high because I'm not able to control it very well. I definitely have to take a look at that tail rotor. I can see why Bob and I had so much problems learning how to fly with something that's as unstable as this is, being a newbie pilot. The wind just took that. I'm actually going to land it over in the driveway. Maybe not. A little bit of wind over there. I'll land it in the grass. Probably the safest place. Save a set of blades if it doesn't go well. Yeah, this was the first collective pitch that was available back in the day. And we definitely cut our teeth on these old helicopters. No stabilization, just basic raw flying. The gyro is trying to keep it straight, but that tail motor is just going wacko, trying to keep it in order. But I'll go ahead and burn the pack out. You can hear me throttle it down when the wind blows. And then when I try to throttle it back up when it drops, when the wind stops, that tail just fights it. This is like riding a little rodeo on a helicopter. And it was even less stable when you had the training gear on it. But this is what we learned on. Okay, so there goes the timer. Let's go ahead and land it. Hope it doesn't, it does tip over. All right, well there you are, the old Blade SR. Let's go downstairs and wrap this video up.
Well, there you have it, the Blade SR, and it brings back a lot of memories flying that thing because it was all over the place. I didn't even do any circuits because I wasn't comfortable that I had control of this helicopter. And it's sad to think that this is what we learned how to fly back in the day with. In any case, it was a lot of fun. If you could have seen my fingers, Twitch Fest doesn't even begin to explain what I was doing, just trying to keep that bird in front of me. The wind had its way with it, the tail's not holding. I'm gonna need to do a lot of work on this thing to get it to fly again, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it just to prove that these old birds still can fly. Well, thanks for watching. Look for more flight videos coming soon, and as always, happy flying, friends.